Went to the press screening for Tron Ares last night. Yeah, after hearing people come out, I could tell it's going to be a little bit of a divisive film, but give me crap if you want. I freaking love this movie. Hey guys, welcome to my Tron Ares movie review, which will be spoiler free, and let's review the movie and rate it using my super sophisticated 5-star rating system. I know you could tell with the advancement this thing was made in the grid. But yeah, and I want to go over, honestly, my thoughts on why I love this movie so much, and some people may not. First, let's start with the acting, and yeah, the elephant in the room, Jared Leto. As soon as I saw the trailer for this, I was like, you casted who? And it makes sense because he's the producer, so yeah. But whenever I see Jared Leto, he scares me because he is a good actor. He is, when he's not being an attention whore. Whether acting like Ace Ventura, who came out of Hot Topic, or trying to upstage everybody in House of Gucci when he was playing Super Mario. He's very, hey guys, look at me. Thankfully, he plays AI in this movie, which is pretty, toned down because it's AI, so good job. And besides the once-in-a-while glances of Rockstar going on, he did good. Thank you, Jared Leto, for not going all like Jared Leto. Yeah. Then you have your good and bad CEO corporate types. Greta Lee plays the good one, which is Eve Kim. And Evan Peters plays Julian Dillinger, which is the grandson of the first Dillinger bad guy and the second Dillinger from like freaking Legacy. It's like they're family of dicks, bro. But Evan Peters does it well, dude. Pretty much playing Lex Luthor the way what's-his-name should have done it in the freaking Snyderverse. And it's not a spoiler, but none of the Tron Legacy characters are in this, but this is kind of an aftermath of Tron Legacy as far as like Legacy happened, like the characters exist. And without going into detail, I'm assuming we might see them at some point in this Tron universe of a franchise, which is kind of a weird franchise because I don't know how much of a franchise it is when you wait 10 or more years every time, or 15 or more years every time you make a new one. But something tells me this is going to kind of launch something, possibly. It's not a spoiler because it's just me assuming, but I'm going to tell you I think this is a good launch pad. Even though the characters in this movie, they're not very in depth. Like there's a lot of surface level stuff in this film, even though there are interesting questions asked, like about AI, good AI, bad AI, what's the positives, the negatives of it. I don't know about you, but I thank ChatGPT when it does something for me. I'm like, hey, thanks, dude. And ChatGPT's like, hey, no problem, bro. And I'm like, And also I like the fact that they gave AI a physical figure, because now it's really interesting. Like talking to the AI who's trying to learn, but seeing it in person, like some Skynet shit. Yeah. But I'd be lying if these characters really aren't I do care about them and I'm excited to see more of them possibly, but I could see where somebody would be like, there's not a lot of story going on, because the reality is the main character in this movie, it's the soundtrack by 9 Inch Nails. And yeah, listen, full disclaimer, it's my favorite group. So there's going to be a little bit of a bias here because I've been listening to them since I was a freaking kid. And let me just tell you, I love Daft Punk's freaking soundtrack for Legacy. This one just hits a little bit different to me, where Daft Punk is very techno, and you know the tracks when they start. 9 Inch Nails, if you're not familiar with their instrumental stuff, you definitely have your tracks, but it's also very mood atmospheric, kind of lurking in the shadows, background, kind of unsettling. So, and plus it's not just techno, it's it does synth, it does industrial, it does minimalism, you can start hearing little noises in the background and be like, is that part of the movie? And you're like, oh no, wait, it's a track going on. Yeah, it's like that, dude. It's very in the shadows, and the freaking soundtrack here, it's dark and it's got its own personality in this freaking movie. Probably the strongest personality in the entire freaking movie. And listen, music is very subjective. So if Daft Punk is your favorite, dude, that's awesome. I don't want to take away from that. I'm just letting you know why I just like this freaking soundtrack a little more. And listen, I walked out of this movie having this feeling intoxicated with sensory. And I hadn't even had a drink, nothing, bro. But I walked out whoa. And I will say a big part of it was in IMAX theater, which that's the way you do this, dude. You have to see this movie that way. You feel it, the spectacle, the just freaking visuals with the music going. Wow. And I know the one complaint people are going to have with this movie is, oh, it's a lot of sizzle, not a lot of steak. And you know what? They're right. I have to agree with them. But here's the thing. Maybe you remember Tron, or maybe Tron is important to you differently than it is to me. If you see the first one, dude, I love it if you're a huge fan. It's a hard watch right now, dude. That shit has not aged well, and I know it was really groundbreaking. I get it. Tron Legacy, When I look back at Legacy, I love like the visuals. I love like the light cycle stuff. That's my favorite stuff about Tron. I would never look back at a Tron movie and be like, oh, remember that great conversation they had at dinner? No, dude, it's about the freaking graphics and stuff. This movie takes that and bro, it comes out, bro, this movie has light cycles coming out of its ass, dude. Like there's so much of that stuff and it's just freaking all over the place and it's like a trip, dude. Like you were like, in the beginning of this movie, it's very like kind of all over, like woo, and you're just like, bro, it feels like you're on a freaking roller coaster, bro. And wow, like chef's kiss with the way that was. The visuals and 9 Inch Nails, bro, that's like a perfect marriage in this movie. Is the story like some huge complex thing that's like, oh my God? No, but we listen to freaking AI is all we hear about all freaking day in real life. Maybe I just want to like freaking sit back, put my feet up and eat some popcorn and not give a crap. And you know what? That's what this is, dude. And this movie freaking delivered in that sense, to the point where we get to a part where towards no detail, towards the end of the second act, going into the third, we are in real world. We are like, there's no like real like spectacle going on, no real 9 Inch Nails soundtrack going on. It's just two people talking. And yeah, at that point, I'm just like, I mean, the movie's okay. Thankfully, we went back to like spectacle freaking 9 Inch Nails stuff and it was awesome after that. And yeah, you're not always in the grid. You're in the grid, you're in real life. You're in the grid, you're in real life. You're in the grid, you're in real life. And you know what? It works. If your Tron is like, oh, I like the light cycles and I like the little ribbon thing that comes out, bro, there's ribbons coming out of everywhere. It's like a freaking Christmas party. It's awesome. And if you see this on your phone for the first time, you should get smacked because this is not a movie to see on the phone, dude. This is not a movie to see at the dollar theater either. You go to freaking IMAX for this shit. Take the extra drive. I don't care. It's worth it, bro. Have that freaking speaker going into your freaking ear and yeah. Now, because of just the way this movie is, I'm going to give it 2 ratings. Okay, I'm going to give it the rating without like the music and all the spectacle and all that stuff. And I'll say it is a rewatchable movie. It's kind of like, yeah, it's cool. Sure. And I'll say, yeah, it's cool. But add the spectacle, the sound, everything, just all of it together. Bro, this is some magical shit. This movie really is more of an experience than it is a freaking movie. This is a freaking music video pretty much, dude. And an awesome one. And I don't even like musicals, but I'll tell you right now, whenever we weren't like in like action music video mode, I was like, can we go back there? Yeah. Guys, what did you think of Tron Ares? Let me know in the comments. Also, please like, subscribe, and whatever, all the stuff that I have. And thanks for watching.